in that scenario of bring this, bring that, you go here. So one of the a colleague, Kiara, took that key, went to the control drug and stole 4 CDs.
Oh my God. So hello beautiful people, and thank you so much for taking a stop to watch today's episode on this series, My Traumatic Experience. Who again to start this series with, if not our victorious living with Julie.
Yes,
you know Juliet, you already know that she's the queen of positivity. If somebody is going to be smiling in the face of adversity, it's Juliet. Why you're thinking like, why is this thing so difficult? Juliet, like, oh, don't worry, God will take care of it. Like, she's so positive in all. Thank you so much for honoring us to be here. So I'll be leaving Juliet's link of her YouTube channel down here on the description part of this video, and I'll be tagging her on this video. Please guys, go and follow her and watch her channel. You have a lot to learn from it. The topic says we're talking about traumatic experience has been witnessed, or will I say experienced, by healthcare service providers, immigrant healthcare service providers here in the UK. Now, there's been so many experiences, and some of these experiences are all from different reasons. So everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has had an experience in one way or another, either in the hands of colleagues, in the hands of management, in the hands of residents, in the hands of patients, like from different categories. And even some of these experiences may also be from our own mistake, you know, because of course we are coming to a different place. It could also be our own mistake if we've done things wrong. And at times also the way these experiences have been handled and the way they've been managed is one of the reasons that would have made it very, very, you know, traumatic for us. So today we want Juliet to share some of her experiences.
Oh my God. So, you know, whenever you invited me for this, I was like asking my husband, which one do I even share?
Too many, right?
Oh my God. This country
oh my God.
Like, I was thinking about it when I was having a shower this morning. I was like,
which one are you going to tell?
But thank God I don't look like what we've been through. I chose to live victorious living for my channel. Because indeed, you know now, at least you know some of them. I am victorious. Like, I am an epitome of victory. I'm going to share the one that I would say God showed himself like 150% for me.
Good.
As in, God left the throne
and came down for you.
This happened shortly after I was qualified. After I had just got my PIN. And I'm going to tell you this story because I believe
somebody will learn from it.
Yes. Especially the newly qualified ones, the ones working in nursing homes. Like, everybody will learn from it. And it's also going to build your faith because indeed, there is God.
So she's been in the UK here working as a nurse for over 6 years now. She's worked both in the nursing home, she's worked both in the trust, she's also worked in the community. So when she's talking, you should understand that she has like all the experience from all the sectors. Okay, so I think there's a lot for us to learn here from your experience.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Right. So
but this one has to do with you working in the hospital setting or in the nursing home, because in the community you don't have much interaction with this part of thing I want to share.
Okay.
So I've just been qualified 2 weeks. To make it worse, I wanted to do day shift. In fact, I came to this country because I wanted a more balanced family life.
Okay.
You know, I wanted to come home to my husband and blah, blah, blah. And just after I passed my exam, I was told I would be doing night shifts. Hey!
Terrible.
I cried the whole of that day. Like, how am I going to... In Nigeria, we do night shift, of course. And you do night shifts and do day shifts.
And do day shifts, yeah.
You have one night in a month, that kind of thing. But you're going to be doing night shifts.
All true.
I said, tell me, throw more like they said, permanent night shifts.
Oh my God, that is a killer.
After crying, me and my husband thought about it. Okay, I accept to do that. So I accepted to do that night shift. One day, you know the way when you come to work in the nursing home, even in the hospital, the controlled drugs are handed over. They are counted,
of course,
and signed for
by the 2 nurses.
By 2 nurses. And that is understandable because it's a substance that can be abused. Some people are addicted to it.
Yes.
Okay. So this day I came to work, I took over the controlled drug and counted the medication. It was all correct. So in the way in nursing home, when you want to give medication, you roll out your trolley.
Yeah.
To the middle of the dining,
where everybody's sitting.
Everybody is sitting, so you can just hand out your medication. So I had this. The only mistake I made, which you should be aware of. When you have a CD key, hold it tight.
Hold it tight.
Don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody, even your nicest colleague. So all of a sudden, in the middle of my medication, I had boom, somebody fell.
Okay. Problem number 1.
And the sound of it baby,
was loud.
Oh my God, I thought the woman has died. Oh. So with that anxiety, I just locked up my cupboard, locked up everything. I didn't know that I did not carry the key.
The key out.
I ran to
attend to the person that fell.
And attending to the marriage, bring this, bring that, bring that. I was the one leading the
you were in charge?
Yes, I was in charge. So you run to the treatment room, grab this one, you grab this, I was newly qualified.
And you were left in charge.
I was even in charge. And I was in charge. And now in that room, in that scenario of bring this, bring that, you go here. So one of the staff, a colleague, Kiara, took that key, went to the control room and stole 4 CDs.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
This guy stole
in the midst of that chaos.
Yes.
Took the key, and when she was like that means she was targeting to go and steal. While you were attending to somebody who fell, she was going to steal drugs.
Girl from the pit of hell.
Real pit of hell.
Like that has been sent by her
coven.
From her coven to come and attack an innocent girl that loved her the whole resuscitation. So I came back after sorting the lady with the 4, called the ambulance. She was stabilized. While we were waiting for the ambulance, I came back to do my medication. You know how long it takes for ambulances to come?
Yeah, times 4 hours. You're still waiting.
4 whole hours.
4 whole hours, yeah.
So I had to go and continue with my medication, which I did. I was after doing my medication. Normally, you will not even think of counting the CD until morning time.
Until morning, yeah?
You understand? The Holy Spirit told me to check the CD. Check the CD cupboard, check the CDs that you've counted.
And make sure they're still...
I don't know why, because when I sit down to think about it, I'm like, why I
even push to go and start counting by the middle of the night alone?
Why would I go and start checking CD at that time in the middle of all this chaos after I've just given medication? It's not like the woman hasn't taken out yet. So something told me to go and check. And I went to check. When I went to check, lo and behold, 4
was gone.
Hey.
Was
4
gone.
Tamazepam were gone.
What are you going to explain?
Hey, as in, it was one of the most horrible nights of my life.
Yes, because what are you going to explain?
What am I going to explain? I'm a new nurse.
You're a new nurse.
So there's no trust. Nobody knows.
No, even know you well enough to even believe you.
Nobody knows the strength of my character to believe me that I didn't take it. I am just qualified.
And this medication was counted with another nurse before and handed over to you. And you accepted that it was complete. So what are you going to explain?
I counted it with this nurse. And I signed that it was complete.
Oh my God. I'm already sweating.
11 o'clock in the night.
I'm already sweating.
Yes. Like.
God.
Oh no. See, this God is faithful. So, you know what? When I counted it, hey, I said, just like you're sweating.
Yeah.
I immediately.
Because you're like, am I not counting rightly? What is happening here?
I counted it again. I cleaned my eyes. I'm like, God, holy shit, Jesus. What has happened? First of all, I prayed. In fact, the prayer was not entering. Because when
you're already traumatized. You're already traumatized. Like, this is wahala.
This is wahala. This is the big shit.
This is wahala.
Maybe. So what I did, I ran to the toilet.
Oh.
I just locked up the treatment room, ran straight to the toilet.
Oh.
In that toilet, imagine in the
knelt
toilet.
down.
I knelt down in the toilet on the floor.
And you started praying.
I said, dear God,
please come down.
Wherever you are.
Come down today.
I've served you all my life. I've worshipped you all my life. I've known you all my life. And I know that there's nothing you cannot do. Today, I want to experience you firsthand. That was the prayer I prayed. I said, stand up from your seat.
I want to cry.
It's only you that can deliver me
from this. What can you explain?
This is a mess that will just mess you up entirely. Hey.
Terrible.
After praying,
and in addition of all these, you're an immigrant.
And I'm an immigrant.
Hey, God.
I am black.
You're new.
I am new.
So who knows you?
Nobody knew the strength of my character. Nobody knew me. They don't know if I'm a drug addict.
Or not, yeah.
Or not. It can't be me. It could be that, I'm addicted to tamazepam. I'm looking for tamazepam that I'll drink tomorrow when I go home. And I will tell you what. God came down. He stood up and came for me.
Oh.
He came. I want to cry.
Please don't.
He left his throne and came down. He definitely did come down. Do you know what happened? So I raised the concern. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to start saying I'm looking for anything. So after I prayed, I just got the confidence. It was as if in fact, it's settled. I was not scared anymore.
Yeah.
I was not shaking anymore. I just,
you were ready to now face the battle.
Yes, I was ready for the battle. I was so equipped. So I went downstairs and called it's a very big home. Okay. So I was in charge of the unit. There's the nurse in charge
of the whole building.
Yes, of the whole building. So I went down to her. I said, something has gone wrong, and it is a staff. Why? Because this is middle of the night. There is no patient. I don't have a wandering patient that will. How did you even go to the? There's no patient that will go to the CD.
Yes.
So it's definitely a staff. I just maintained. I didn't even talk to all those my staff. I just locked up everywhere. I just knew that I needed to be more careful. That there's somebody.
Yeah.
There's an enemy
you are in the midst of crooks.
There was an enemy in the building. So I went to the overall nurse in charge. I said, "Ma, there's something. In fact, I am big shit, but God got me." She's like, what happened? I said, Mommy, 4 diazepams are missing. Hey, she said, and she's a Nigerian lady.
Oh, God, dramatic.
The Nigerian Yoruba girl.
She will even cry before you.
Hey, God, Juliet, why you?
Why you?
Oh, God. My daughter, why you?
Oh, because she knows the extent. She knows the extent.
And she called another nurse from another unit. The other guy, and I said, I know the person that took it.
Okay.
I said, how? Who do you? He said, the new girl. There was a new girl.
In your midst?
Yes, a new carer that has just been employed. The guy said he's suspecting that girl is a thief. That blah, blah, blah. I'm like, how did she get in here? Who employed her?
So, if she has a questionable character, why did they let us stay?
As God will have it. As God will have it. The nurse in charge came and said, nobody is leaving. Today, no Chinese, no this, no that. Know that something has gone wrong. Yes. And we're going to conduct a search. That was a very dumb thing to do. I don't even know how she came up with that, but I think God was in charge.
Yeah, that alone would throw panic.
So that threw panic. That threw panic. They said we're going to conduct a search, and look at how.
And they haven't even told them what they were looking for, right?
Yes.
Okay.
When God wants to show up for you, He's going to take up this. Like He will so be in charge that He's going to thwart the reasoning of man. Because that girl, if she was smart, she would have thrown it away. She would have flushed it. God took away that wisdom from her. So during that search, I don't know where in the panic of there was a big announcement, something is missing, there was going to be a search. In the panic, this girl went and swallowed the medicine.
All of them.
4 of them.
My goodness. Overdose.
She swallowed the 4 of them. In panic. That is how God showed up for me.
Oh, my dear.
So after the search, it wasn't sneaky. I said, well, God, I still trust you.
Yes.
At the time, I didn't know she had swallowed it.
She had swallowed it.
I said, I still trust you. So the ambulance people came and took the lady who had fallen. I was still praying. I had strength from nowhere after I made that prayer. It wasn't up to 1 hour later. The Mazepam kicked in.
Okay. Good.
Auntie fell, and in my home, you're not allowed to sleep at work.
Okay.
This auntie fell asleep.
Good. Auntie fell asleep.
Auntie fell asleep in the middle of the ward, like in a very
open area.
Place.
Like, yeah.
In the open area, she just lost control and just
fell. Good. And slept off.
Oh
my God.
Hello, you know when you're sleeping at work
and you're sleeping with one eye closed and one open, yeah?
Girl was gone completely. This is at the time when we are still contemplating what do we do next, and of course the best thing to do.
So and the unit was still very rowdy. Everybody was still up and about, and somebody was knocked off.
This girl was sleeping like it was a bad sleep. Like
she couldn't help it.
If you raise her hand, it
falls. Yeah.
You raise this other hand, it will fall.
Yes.
You raise this one, she was like this on the.
Oh God.
So hey, I said God, hey. You've done so much
for me.
I called the nurse in charge. Please, come and
see.
We are seeing. She came like, hey, God, you are so gracious. Juliet, this your God love you. Because there is no other evidence we would have had. This girl up. We poured her water. This guy did not wake up. So the nurse in charge had to raise concern.
Yes.
Oh, we just discovered that Amazepam is missing 4 tablets, and somebody is sleeping and we
cannot wake up.
And that there is a history. They've gone to dig up the girl. That she is an ex-criminal. She's an ex-this.
Why did they even hire her?
So how was she hired? How did she pass her police check? So
why was she even hired?
It was apparent that there was something wrong in that recruitment.
Yes, there was something wrong in the recruitment, that they forgo all those negative things.
Yes, how did they pass? How can you be a carer with such record?
Such record to take care of other vulnerable people.
Vulnerable people. Such criminal record. So God help me. We escalated it to the manager. The manager says, should we call the ambulance because we are scared?
We needed to wake her up. Yeah.
Yeah, because we are scared that she's had
she has OD'd. Yeah.
We checked her pulse, so her pulse wasn't so bad. It was that bad. So, well, like, should we call the ambulance for her? Should we call the ambulance for her? The manager of the home said no, that he's coming.
Okay.
So we left her. She slept from that 11. 5 o'clock, we cannot wake her up. The manager had to come by 6 to wake her. That wasn't the effect of the medication.
Wearing out.
To wake her. This girl was woken up by
the manager.
How God
showed up for you. So what did she say when she woke up?
What did she have to say? She was escorted out of the compound because there's nothing.
She didn't even have to argue. She didn't even have to say one thing.
Because it was too embarrassing for her. Imagine when you came on night shift and you don't know what happened the entire night, and then the manager woke you up. And this one, she was escorted from that place out to the rest of the story.
She was supposed to face a disciplinary action because what she did what she did was terrible.
She did.
She stole. She would have implicated you. She would have. Oh God, what she did was terrible. Like I cannot even count the amount of offenses listed in that one incident.
You neglected your own patient, your staff.
You were sleeping all through. The fact that you even stole is even number one. Like you stole a controlled drug. Like how do you even want to explain that?
Also accountable because
you left the key.
How did she get access to the control drugs? Because I was in charge of the control drugs. So this is a big lesson.
It's a big lesson.
So no matter the scenario, no matter what is going on, put yourself first. Put your pin. For that woman that fell.
Put your pin first. Put your pin first. In as much as compassion matters a lot, yeah. In as much as compassion matters a lot. You see your pain when it has to do with this our work. That your pain at most of the time is also almost taking the first position, because you will be wanting to exhibit compassion, and then you run and go and do something and tomorrow they'll tell you, oh, you weren't supposed to do this. It doesn't even matter what the incident was. But then NMC will open their big book and they will read it out for you. So even if somebody was falling, even if somebody was dying, were you supposed to leave the control locker open or the key?
I didn't even leave it open.
To leave the key careless for somebody else to pick.
The thing is, this can the manager came to you understand that this can happen to
anybody.
Now you look at the scenario of that kind of fall, and that person eventually died. Oh. Yes. From the complications of that fall, because he had a brain injury. That's a story for another day. At the end of the day, what I took at the whole, it was very traumatic for me because one, the girl was prosecuted. It was taken up. The police was involved, and then they now brought out her files of other offenses. But you know what's sad? The girl killed herself.
Oh my God!
That is a trauma because she was fired from the job. She had other issues, and you know how small this town is. So the town where I was at the time was a very small town. So this girl, I heard, threw herself out from the roof of her house.
Oh God!
And then she died. Now the trauma.
What if she was trying to even die, say, from taking an overdose?
Exactly.
Thank God she didn't OD there, because it would have been an even bigger issue.
It's true.
What if she was trying to actually unalive herself there at that spot?
At work.
You might be thinking she was just taking to be high. You don't know if she'd been trying to kill herself.
Right? Yeah. So why would you take four?
A lot of people are walking about with mental health issues.
So you know what even pained me? So when this girl died, rumors came back to work. Oh, that the way it was handled, that they favored an immigrant and did not favor their own person.
Oh my God! Now you see what we're talking about. And you were being blamed.
I was being blamed for her death.
Oh.
That the way the girl had mental health issues.
Oh,
and the way
God.
the issue was handled, it favored an immigrant.
An immigrant.
Hey.
Immigrant.
You see what we are talking about?
Oh my God. Traumatic experience. Traumatic experience.
When I heard it, I said,
how dare anybody blame you for this?
Like how?
How is it your fault that she stole?
How is it my fault that she stole? How is it my fault
that she was caught?
A number of other
issues
and other criminal, not just issues, criminal issues
that were already in existence before you came in contact with her.
I even came in contact with her.
Oh, that's bad.
And how is it even fair that she wants to undermine me? Does she not know the effect of what she wants to do on my life, on my pin, on my family?
You would have lost your job yourself.
I would have lost my job. I would have lost my pin, maybe.
So what were you supposed to do? Just ignore the fact and take the blame? Like, or maybe you tell them that you swallowed the tablet. What were you supposed to do? Like, what were people expecting you to do? This is so unfair. Like, this is the kind of trauma you shouldn't put somebody through.
It wasn't coming from me direct. It was going to the manager, the management of the nursing home. Oh, they favored an immigrant. They do not favor their own person. Blah, 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 blah. But I'm like, oh my God. And and each time I am walking on the street, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
and like, what if the family
say, this is the girl come after you?
I'm telling you. Yeah. Issues and things that will traumatize you. That will traumatize you. That is why, as soon as you land this country, the first thing to do is to hold your God tight. If I don't even think that, I'm coming abroad, when I come here, all my troubles are over.
Now, we're not saying that we regret coming here.
No,
we can never take away the fact that we're happy being here. But that does not take away the fact that we've had some terrible situations. Like, just imagine this story. Imagine being in this situation. Like, wear your feet into Juliet's shoe in that exact situation when this was happening. Now, bear in mind that this was a newly qualified nurse. Have your family even joined there at the time?
Yes, my family just came.
A newly qualified nurse, and anything then that threatened your pin, you know what that means? It means like, this is you. You might be carrying your bag and you might be going back to Nigeria. Nobody really wants to be in that situation. If you're in the care homes where they're still dealing with keys and those things, please, that key, guide it with your life. Because you don't know who you're walking among. You might just be a sheep walking among wolves without knowing, especially when you're an immigrant. Like, nobody cares about what is going to come of you. You get what I mean? Nobody cares. If you're not careful, you're going to be the scapegoat that will be pushed out. Now imagine that other staff of the home already knew that this person had a questionable character, but you were not aware.
I was not even aware.
You were not told, you're not aware. Because most times they already know each other. They know who is not to be trusted. They know who could do this, they know who could do that, but then you're not told.
Even I heard the guy had stolen a phone before.
All that was covered up in the home, and you had no idea. And now you were going to be the scapegoat in that situation. So, my dear, I'm very happy for you. Seriously, frankly. Like, this is your story. This is your star. So, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you've already subscribed to this channel. If you haven't, please like this video. Share it also to all immigrant healthcare workers in the UK. These are lessons for us to learn every single day. And we have so many of these lessons coming on this channel. There are so many situations, so many experiences we are going to be learning. You know, when you hear people's story, like real people, this is not like hearsay. It happened to her, and she's sitting down here
and
to tell you the story.
I have always longed to share the story because
I hope this video goes viral so a lot of people can see it and hear it.
There is God.
There is God, of course there is.
Just call him. He will show up for you. He will show up for you.
And don't undermine a little prayer in time of adversity. Thank you so much, Julie, for coming. I am so happy for your story you've shared. I've learned so much. Thank you so much. I'm sure people will also resonate with this and learn also from it. So, guys, please like this channel, subscribe and share. And I'm your host as usual. My name is Ada. And thank you so much for watching today's episode. And of course, please, I'm leaving her link and I'm leaving her handle and I'm tagging her description part of this video. So please check her channel out. She has so many exciting things like this as well. So if you enjoyed this story today, you want to know more, she has so many she's also sharing out on her channel. Okay, thank you so much and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.